Join us at the PressBox Touchdown Zone before every Baltimore home football game at the corner of Sharp and Ostend Streets, featuring Bud Light, Roma sausages, and Stoli. Best way to get your game face on is at the PressBox Touchdown Zone. And welcome back to Inside PressBox. Well, if you haven't been to Camden Yards for a game yet this year, you better start to get in line because fans have been buying up tickets left and right lately. Joining me now is Steve Nickel of Sports Tickets Unlimited, and he's here to talk about the unusual world that he exists in, which is the ticket broker's world. Steve, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it very much.
Glad to be here, Stan.
Tell us a little bit about the Orioles have gotten hot again, but it's not like a runaway bestseller right now for tickets. The club has done some discounts to make sure the stands are full. How have their success, how has that affected Sports Tickets Unlimited?
It's definitely made it better, but for a team that's going for a playoff run this deep, you would expect people to be fighting over every last ticket. And I think Baltimore is making the Orioles wait a little for them making the fans wait for so long. So it's been a good push at the end, but it has not been overwhelming like you might hope.
Now, more importantly, though, this causes hope to spring eternal for next year and probably the next couple years around here.
Yes.
In your business, like PressBox, we've been almost a one-sport town in the 6 years we've been in business. It's got to help overall, though, to have the Orioles start being relevant again.
Oh, it definitely will, because we all know that we were bleeding orange before we were able to bleed purple. So you'll notice that. But they just made the Orioles prove it a little more than you might expect, where the bandwagon wasn't a short line this time. They made them work for it. But if this season continues to go like this, I think the momentum will pick up for years.
Now, you understand the way the dollars flow in the ticket world. I know you personally, I know you. And I know you understand that. But do you understand fans? In other words, does the Baltimore Oriole club now have a chance to really win back their fan base?
They do, but it won't be as fast as we'd like. You know, it took 14 years to have the separation. It's going to take more than 3 months to bring them all back. So I see it being gradual. But once people start turning their mind back into I have a free night or a free dollar and put it towards the Orioles, I think it flows. I think for a while they've been too disconnected where that Tuesday night, beautiful night out, it hasn't been time for the ballpark for a while. So I think we have to get the culture back to that's what people are doing when they get that golden free dollar.
Now, one thing that the culture has been acquainted with is going to Ravens games. Is ticket business booming on Ravens games?
Yeah, the amount of Ravens tickets bought and sold for any game is astounding. The only difference now is the individual fan is selling far more than they ever did, so our market doesn't run out of tickets like it might have a few years ago.
Tell me a little bit about, we know baseball, we know football, something like hockey this year with a lockout looming, because I know you made some good money off of hockey in the Capitals, the fervor. You were in early. Where does somebody like Steve Nickel sit with this now?
Well, this is peculiar because this is different than the NBA and the NFL labor issue last year, where in my personal situation, I'd rather them not play the first half of the year. The Capitals' success has made it that they get the worst schedule possible. You have both Pittsburgh games this year by December, so they have such a front-loaded early season schedule that honestly, I just as soon have them have to switch some of those games till later in the year. So in general, it's the worst case scenario because you've already paid for tickets that there are now no games. But in this one situation, it helps not to have all these bad games early in the year.
It's amazing to me. You know, I used to view the ticket brokers as some type of just out there and just making a buck. I view you guys now as commodity brokers, essentially.
Exactly. I mean, we literally are in a stock market, except the commodity is tickets and not, other companies' equities and stuff like that. So everything in our world is supply and demand. There's no safety net if things don't go well. There's a game time where everything you have becomes worthless. So it's very unique, so it's tough, but of course I do it, so there must be a good reason.
He's one of the best. Steve Nickel of SportsTicketsUnlimited.com. That's the website if you're interested in tickets for the upcoming baseball playoffs, the Wizards season, Maryland sports. Go to Sports Tickets Unlimited. Steve, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Stan.
All right. Don't touch that dial. After the break, I'll talk Oriole memories with former O's hurler Milt Pappas, so don't go away. Inside PressBox is brought to you in part by Glen Burnie Transmission, your dealer alternative for transmission repairs. Save hundreds of dollars off dealer prices. Financing and free towing are available. Call Mark at GBT today and ask for the PressBox special for more savings.